Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've got more of a review than a tutorial for you, so let's get started. And the product I'm going to be reviewing is the NYX Jumbo Lash Set, which is quite an interesting concept because really the liner is also the glue. But more about that later. Let's start with the eyes primer. By the way, full disclosure, I am already wearing BB cream because, well, really my skin felt kind of dry, so I didn't want to wait with it. And also, the look we're going to do is not really going to be very risky in terms of fallout. So yeah, I figured it'd be fine. And for eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Heaps of Sweets palette by xoBeauty, which has a lot of burgundy shades, which both fits with my outfit today, but also just happens to be my favorite color. I'm not starting off with the burgundy though, I'm starting off with the shade Vanilla, which is basically a perfectly neutral taupe shade. It's also a beautiful, beautiful contouring shade for on the face, but it's also great for just, you know, starting off the crease. So basically I'm just carefully applying it, not too much, and blending it out until it becomes more of a shadow than an eyeshadow. That sounded really weird, but I hope you get what I mean. Next up, I'm just blending finally a burgundy shade on my outer corner. And I've really just slapped it on and now I'm just dabbing the edges to make it fade out. Don't apply too much because of course it's more, you know, difficult to take something away than to add more to it later. But yeah, my whole idea with this is not to make the entire crease purple. I really just want to have that pop of color out there. Now next up, I'm just applying an extra shadow in the inner corner here with a smaller brush. Yeah, this is not supposed to be a pop of color of any kind. I just really want more of a shadow there because otherwise I just feel like it's kind of shapeless and I want more shape. Really depends on your eye shape as well. I just really said the word shape way too often. Anyway, it really depends on your eye shape as well because, well, you know, what works on me might not work on someone else. So yeah, just cater to your own needs, but I feel like on my eye shape it looks better to have something there. Now I'm just using a mono eyeshadow for my brow bone highlight just because this palette happens to not actually have a matte highlighting shade, only a shimmer. And I want a matte highlighter. So yeah. And I actually also want to brighten up the inner corner a little, so I'm just very carefully taking this only through the bottom of the crease. And then of course back to big fluffy blender just to make sure everything is really nice and soft up here. And now it's time for a little bit of shimmer. I also completely pushed it into my contact lens just now. I don't recommend doing that, it's not a pleasant experience. Anyway, but yeah, because I do want the actual like moving part of the eyelid to be shimmery. I just didn't want like the upper part like here to be shimmery. I really want to focus the shimmer. And of course it's always a good idea to then blend out the edges of the shimmer. Sometimes I think faster than I talk. Sorry. But yeah, just to make sure that everything is smooth there as well and the shimmer doesn't just randomly, abruptly end somewhere. Now that we have the base, it's finally time to get to the actual point of this video, the review. And what I'm going to review for you is the NYX Jumbo Eyelash set that I also mentioned in the beginning. Which contains false lashes, obviously, and an eyeliner, which is also the glue. Now this is where it gets interesting. I have never tried anything like this before. The lashes just look like regular lashes and the glue just looks like a regular, well, eyeliner, a felt tip eyeliner. It doesn't look like glue, like I think most people know. There's also eyelash glue that is black. But it is still like the whole, you know, latex-y sort of vibe. So you can't really use it as an eyeliner because it wouldn't look good. And this just looks like a perfectly normal eyeliner to me. But it's supposed to be sticky. Now, if we go to the back of the packaging, it actually tells you how to use it, which is quite handy. So step 1 is to make a line, just to do the entire eyeliner. Wait for... Oh, 2 coats of liner, by the way. Let it dry for 2 to 3 seconds. And then add the lashes. Now, I feel like that's also the difficult part. Because this does mean that you need to do your eyeliner really quick. In order to not have it not be sticky at all anymore. Like you can't fumble around with it for 12 hours. Because you'll be past the 2 to 3 seconds. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so here we have the first coat of eyeliner, and I gotta say, as an eyeliner, it works well. It's a nice, fully black, intense, sort of matte-ish finish. Really like just good coverage. Like, I don't see bald spots in the liner, and it looks really nice. It's also easy to work with. So yeah, the plan is to just let this dry for a moment, then apply the second coat, and then I'm going to try to stick the lashes to it. And they're on. I gotta say, I'm extremely surprised because I was like fully prepared here to be like, okay, this didn't work at all, like this is a complete fail, like how did I expect this would work? But it works, and it's like I can just, you know, show them in place a little. Like they're completely stuck now. I'm going to apply mascara on top of them later as well. They don't feel like they're gonna fall off at any point in time. They're just stuck like I would expect the falsies. I did not expect this to work. Just gonna move on to brows now, keeping them quite natural today. But anyway, about the lashes, I do feel like you need to be quick with it. I really actually like, I'm surprised with how much I like this. But you do need to be quick with it because obviously it is a very thin stripe of glue basically. It's just as thin as a regular liner, and a regular liner, well, we all know how thin regular liner is. It's not thick at all. So it does dry really quickly, so you really have to apply it and immediately slap on the lashes. Like, you don't get time to, like, you know, be like, do I want them like this? Do I want them like this? No. You just apply them immediately. Like, immediately, no pause. So yeah, on one hand it goes really fast, on the other hand you do need to like mentally prepare yourself beforehand to just not have any doubt when you're actually applying the lashes. So I suppose it's also a good way to train yourself to be fast, because you don't get to be slow. It's just like we're doing acrylic nails, you know, you don't have time to like question your choices. As soon as the acrylic is on, you just gotta move it because it's going to dry regardless, or whether or not you actually put it in shape or not. It's the same thing with this glue. It's going to dry, and it's going to dry fast, so you need to actually be on your game and apply the lashes, otherwise you're just going to be too late. Which I suppose, unlike with the acrylic, with this glue wouldn't be the biggest issue in the world, because you could just apply another layer. But you know what I mean, you don't want to waste product, so at least I usually don't. Also, I do wonder how to work with other lashes. And now what I mean by that is, you know, with other lashes, as in, because it's so thin, like it feels really sturdy. But I do wonder if it's also going to hold up if you're really going to go for like big faux mink lashes. I might actually try that in the future. I actually have high hopes for it. I really just, I want it to work basically. I also want them to start selling this separately. Like without the entire pack with the falsies, because admittedly I have heaps of false eyelashes, so I don't really need more. But yeah, like it's nice as an optional thing, you know, but I would love this product separately. I really hope they're going to sell it separately as well, because I really just love it, like seriously. And also another plus is, something I have quite often is with lash glue, that I apply just like a little bit too much, and then I put on the lashes, press them a little, and wind up having to blink like 10,000 times, because then the glue is in my contact lenses. Which is arguably also not very healthy for the eyes. So yeah, like I don't want to have glue in my contact lenses. My contact lenses don't want to have glue in them, and it's just overall not something that is preferable. And because this is so thin, you really just don't get it in your eyeballs. which is great. And I mean, overall, like, I'm still just baffled here. Because I literally, like, just the whole idea of it, you know, like you have a glue and it's so incredibly thin and opaque, so there's also a lot of pigment in it, that it can be used as an actual eyeliner. That is supposed to be used as an actual eyeliner. But it's also supposed to be strong enough to glue on your lashes. Like, I fully expected to like have a slightly sticky eyeliner and have lashes that would just fall off my eyeballs with like blinking twice. But it's just, it feels like I've just used a regular favorite eyelash glue. Like, it's great. Okay, I don't know if you could tell just now, but like it was getting a little bit loose at the inner corner here. Not because of the glue's fault, but just because for some reason that always happens to me with eyeliner, because I always manage to apply not enough product in the brush. Where are you? There you are. Anyway, in the inner corner. I don't know how I managed to do that, but like I always manage to do that. And it's usually it results in a lot of fumbling around with lash glue and a Q-tip that just doesn't quite do the job properly because it's just not narrow enough, and then I mess it up and I have glue everywhere. And I do all of that off camera, so you don't usually see it, but you know, it's really annoying. But with this, it's just because it's an eyeliner pen, it's so precise that I could just very easily, yeah, reapply the glue exactly where I needed it, instead of messing around with it and getting it absolutely everywhere like this. Wow, I just applied way too much up there. But yeah, just makes life a lot easier. Now back to the eyes. First off, I'm just going to darken up the outer corner here with the taupe shade I originally used in the crease. Just very carefully, I don't want this to be full on smoky. I really just want there to be a slight shadow beneath my eye here. This makes everything look a little bit more like, I don't know, defined, I guess. And next up I'm going to try to find my nude pencil. Reason I always have to look for it is because it's short. It used to have a normal size, it's just, yeah. I really need to repurchase it, and the irony is, a little while back I was actually at the KIKO store. And I didn't think to actually repurchase this, because I always forget stuff like that. It's like socks, you know, like I always have the same thing with socks. That I have like socks with heaps of holes in them, and then I'm actually at the store that sells socks, and I just completely forget. It's annoying. Anyway, what I don't forget this time is mascara. I'm going to use the NYX On The Rise Volume Lift Mascara, which I have not tried before either. Just has a plastic brush with like quite sharp teeth. Camera, stop trying to focus on my face. You will see the freaking eyeliner. Camera, seriously, do you want me to do something painful to you? Because I will. Ah, my camera is properly threatened. This is what the mascara wand looks like. It looks like a mascara wand. It really is not weird enough looking that it was worth threatening my camera for. Anyway, let's just use it. Now, I am being careful. But to be fair, I would be careful with any sort of lash glue. Just because with any sort of lashes, you know, if you're going to like drag mascara through your lashes extremely roughly, you are going to put pressure on the glue and you might rip them loose anyways. You know, that doesn't really say anything about this particular liner, glue, liner, stuff, product. It doesn't say anything about this product, it's just a regular thing with any lash glue. Oh, and the mascara itself is also good, like it's black, it's not clumpy, it doesn't have a weird scent to it. Just a nice mascara. And then lastly the lips. I'm just going to do nude with a nude pencil and a butter gloss by NYX. This one was actually in my advent calendar. And I haven't actually properly tried it out yet. So let's do that. And by that we've reached the end of this video. I gotta say I'm surprised with how this turned out. Like I was fully mentally prepared for this being a fail video. Like seriously, I didn't expect this to work. But here we are with like nice eyeliner and like lashes that are actually on. So I'm really happy with it. I hope you enjoyed watching this. And if you want me to try more weird makeup products, please let me know and I'll see if I can find them. This one, by the way, I actually got from a photographer that I often work with, which is really sweet. And yeah, like this sort of thing, I usually try when he gives me stuff to also use it on other people. But obviously I do want to try stuff out on myself, because if this would have been a fail on me, at least it still would have made an amusing video. And if I would try it on someone else and it would mess up their makeup, it would be a little bit unprofessional on my part. So yeah. Anyway, I'm glad with the results. I'm happy with it. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button. It would really help me out, because it makes YouTube suggest my videos more often to new people. Also, if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, you can always subscribe to my channel. I do mostly makeup tutorials, sometimes a review, occasionally a vlog, and just yeah, nail art sometimes. Just I do a lot of stuff. If you don't want to miss anything, please subscribe. And for now, as always, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!